Morning guys, Tim here with Camping Fever RV Rentals in Ludington, Michigan. I've had a lot of questions on how I winterize units so fast. What I came up with is just a simple outside winterization system. A lot of my units that I winterize are seasonals, so they really don't use their fresh water tanks and their pumps. Sometimes their pumps don't even work, so if you're trying to use their pump to winterize, it ends up being a pain in the butt. You need to end up replacing a pump for them, which they don't want because they don't use it anyways. So I'm just going to make a short video on how I do it. What I have is I have a 5-gallon bucket with a sealed lid on top, and I use this bucket, I fill it with antifreeze. I have a hole drilled in the top with just a male and female fitting that I take off. I pour the antifreeze into the bucket. This way is a lot better because I'm not switching antifreeze gallons. A lot of times it takes like 2+ gallons to winterize. You're going back and forth making sure that it doesn't run dry and run the pump dry. So my pump will never run dry this way, being that I have 5 gallons of antifreeze inside this unit. So what I do is I mounted just a normal 12-volt pump, which I got out of a scrapped trailer. There's the metal. It's a SureFlow, just real basic. So what I do is I run a hose into the very bottom of the tank. It's off the bottom, just very little, and that's your inlet. So it'll suck from here, and what it goes into is a 3-way valve. And the way I got this plumbed is the valve, if you turn it one way, you'll hook this part into an air compressor, run about 35-40 psi, and then if you switch the valve, it's going to run off the tank, right off the pump. So when I winterize the unit, I find the city water connection. I have a short garden hose that I screw the male end into, and then I have a quick connect on the other end. The quick connect goes on the end of my pump system, and then all I do is I plug the pump into a deep cell battery. I plug the air into my air compressor, which I run about 35-40 psi. I then go in the unit, which I'm going to blow out first with air. So I go in, open the spigots one at a time until all the water runs and it spits and sputters and there's no more water in any of the lines. The toilet, the outside showers, the sinks, the tub. And then once it's all done, I'll run out here and I'll flip that valve, being that it's already hooked up. Now it's going to pump antifreeze through. I go back into the unit, I open the spigots one at a time until I get solid antifreeze running out of each side. The cold side, shut it off, open the hot, run it out till the antifreeze comes out, turn it, make sure you do everything, even the toilet. Then what I do is I run out here again and I do a triple winterization. So I blew the lines out once, I antifreezed it once, come out here, I switch it back, I run back in, and I do all the fixtures again to blow all the antifreeze out. Basically, you're triple winterizing it, which you don't need to do, but it doesn't take very long, and I already have the equipment here. Hope this helps. Like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.